different countries by different students. And so if you have any questions, please, you are free to ask. So when they are done with your presentations, you can, unmute yourself and ask a question. So we'll have time for answering questions, take your comments, or even network. Okay, there will be opportunity for you to network with other students from across the country and the continent at large. So thank you very much. I believe that my colleague Damilola is here. So Damilola, please, you can take on from here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. My bad, apologies. I was muted. Thank you very much, Princess, for the warm welcome. And like she mentioned, it is a great pleasure to have everybody on the call today. It's so lovely to see everybody's faces. I see students from FGC. I see Ellie. Hi, Sherry. I see you and I see your students. It's so wonderful to see everybody's faces with a lovely smile. And I believe our day has been going well. Before I go on, I should really extend an appreciation to Sherry and her students. They just got to school this early morning and were probably the first activity they'll be having for the day. And this is quite honoring for us. Thank you so much for the very kind gesture. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to our students also share. And like Princess has mentioned, we are going to be learning together today because it's a knowledge sharing session. So please feel free to ask questions. Feel free to make comments. I believe everyone here who has implemented the project in line with environmental sustainability and one or two challenges in climate change, we have identified some learning points that we want to share. And at the same time, we're also looking forward to, listening to other people put us through perhaps a better way to do things and all of that. So I look forward to hearing and listening to all of this as the meeting proceeds. And hopefully I would have others of our colleagues join. Sherry, you may be familiar with Junwolo, I'm not sure, but hopefully during the course of the call, she would be joining us. And we may also have a very short welcome from the executive director, Adedoyin, when he also comes in. So we'd see once it's available to join, we would have them on the call. So, Princess, I would hand over to you now. Thank you very much, everybody. I look forward to listening to us and to hearing us share.
All right, thank you very much, Dami, for that wonderful welcome. So for those who may not know me, my name is Princess Ewa, and I work with Green Growth Africa as the operations specialist. So like I already said, welcome to the workshop. So I will just start off with sharing my screen so that we can see what we will be doing today. So if you can see my screen, please do let me know. Okay, so I got a thumbs up that my screen is up. So the theme of this workshop is empowering youth for sustainable development, and it is an intercontinental knowledge sharing workshop with students from across Africa and also peers in the US. And as you already see, you can see the school in Naismith already seated to listen to you all. So please know that this meeting is being recorded and it's also been live streamed on YouTube. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them in the chat box. At the end of every presentation, we will go through the chats to see the questions and then we will ask them back to the students. Also, please kindly respect the opinions of others and be kind with your words, okay? All right, so this is the meeting agenda, the opening address, which has already been taken by Dami. And I will be just taking a quick keynotes. And this keynote will simply be about the EcoHeroes in the EcoHeroes Club. I believe that some of the clubs are already in this meeting. So I would, just give a little overview of what the EcoHeroes Club is all about. And then we'll go straight into project presentations and then some questions, reflections, and all of that. All right, so welcome again. And this is the EcoHeroes Club overview. So this specifically is to our students within the EcoHeroes initiative and the students that participated in our worldwide teaching. The EcoHeroes Club is a student-led ESD club, and by ESD we mean sustainable education for sustainable development. So at the conclusion of your project, we do expect that the students will be incorporated into a club where they will continue learning and engaging on, issues that bother around sustainable development green groups. So primarily, the club is supposed to be student-led, meaning that students will have to take ownership of the club. Okay, so students will be the ones who will take ownership of the club. They will lead the club. All the operations of the club will be led by the students. However, they will have support from coordinating teachers, maximum of 2. And then the club is supposed to focus on concepts such as green growth, sustainable development, climate change, environmental sustainability, and many more topics. Okay, so it is not just an environmental club, it goes beyond environmental education. The club has to include other aspects, such as, like I said, green growth, sustainable development, even climate change. So the club also will incorporate peer discussions. So primarily what the students will be doing will be to engage with one another in their in-person meetings. And there would also be opportunities for expert sessions where we would invite experts from big organizations to come and speak to our students about things that are currently happening around us. We also would be engaging the students in workshops like what we have right now. So that is primarily just a brief overview of what the EcoHeroes Club is all about. Now, this is what the activities of the club will be. Now, when you launch the club in your school, we do expect that you should hold weekly in-person meetings. So the time of the club will just depend on your school. You may decide to have the club every Monday or every Tuesday. It could be for 30 minutes or up to an hour. So primarily the date and time of the of the meeting would depend on your arrangements as a school. We also expect that you develop and you submit to us a detailed work plan of activities for the session. So at the beginning of each term or each session, we expect that the teachers will draft out a work plan and send to us so we can be able to track the activities of the club. We also expect the clubs to engage in zero to near zero cost activities because we do not want the EcoHeroes Club to be a burden to either the students or teachers or the school at large. So we encourage the activities that you'll be having in your club to be zero costs, 0 to near zero cost. So some of these activities include quiz or debates. You can also have outreaches. You can have tree planting activities, even in school sanitation. So I believe that most of these activities do not necessarily need any finance to run it. So just like you have the Jet Club or the Press Club in your school, this is how the EcoHeroes Club should also run, where most of your activities should not really constitute a financial burden to your school. And we also expect that the clubs would, like I said earlier, they will participate in workshops or other activities that is organized by Green Growth Africa or its partners. In a year, we hold at least 4 quarterly workshops. We also hold expert sessions, we hold webinars, and some other activities. So we encouraged all the clubs to at least participate in these workshops. Now, this will be the involvement of Green Growth Africa in the club. We would organize periodic webinars and workshops as well as expert sessions for the students. So all you just have to do is to be online for the meeting. So most of our meetings will hold via Zoom, just like this one, okay? And then also we would provide visibility for the activities of the club. So when you are done with maybe your club activities, you would send us weekly reports, including pictures and videos, so that we can, keep a track on your activities. And we'll also, like I said, we'll provide visibility. So we can always share your activities on our social media pages and then, attract some opportunities for you and for your students. We would also provide resources for the clubs, such as articles, we provide ebooks, we'll provide you with resources to ensure that you are able to run your club effectively. And also, when necessary, we expose the students opportunities to scale up their work, such as grants. So when we have opportunities or when we have grants, we always prioritize the EcoHeroes clubs. So just like the EcoHeroes initiative, if another opportunity comes, I mean, it always does. So when it comes, we would always place priority on our EcoHeroes clubs. Okay, so this is one of the benefits that the clubs are actually gaining from the organization. But I'd just like to know that Gringo Africa will not be responsible for the financial operations of the club. And that was why, like I said earlier, we encourage you to engage in activities that do not necessarily need money to run the club. You can engage in quiz, you can engage in debate, you can engage in group discussions. So these activities are always welcomed. Now, these are pictures of some of our clubs. I believe that they are here, they can see themselves and they can testify that they are members of our club. We have clubs we have in Cameroon, we have in Ghana, we have in Kenya, we have in Uganda, we have in Nigeria, we have in Mauritius. We have them in different secondary schools across the country. So the EcoHeroes Club is really a great opportunity for students to come together to, share ideas and collaborate to collaborate and even make wonderful innovations. Like you can see in the second slide, these are students from African Child College. They were able to recycle waste plastic bottle caps into beautiful flower vases, even the school in Kenya. So all of these things are, really wonderful things that students are doing. So when you also, when your school, I'm referring to the schools, the EcoHeroes initiative and the teaching schools, when your students also become part of our network, these are some of the very wonderful things that they will be doing. And we can always, like I said, we'll always provide visibility to your school and also to your students. So thank you very much for listening to me. If you have any questions concerning my presentations, please, you can drop your questions or your comments in the chat and I will read and I will check it out. So if you're willing to launch the EcoHeroes Club, I mean, I believe it's part of the requirements for the EcoHeroes initiative, please feel free to contact us at our email address is displayed on the screen. So thank you very much for your time. I will stop sharing now. So like I said, please, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box. So Sherry, I would like to also give you this opportunity to, yes, you can take the floor now to, present what you and your students have to share with us today. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, great. I just have a couple slides so that students in Africa can learn a little bit about our school. I just sent a share request so I can share. Let's see if it's allowing me to share my slides. Okay, let's see. And see if I can get to where I want to share, which is here. Okay, are you seeing a picture of our school?
Yes, we can see that, yes.
You can see it? Okay, let me just make it bigger. Okay, so I just wanted to let you all know where we're located. So we're in the United States of America. We are in the state of Virginia, which is just about 50 kilometers west of Washington, D.C. And this is just a picture of the outside of our school. And our school has a strong focus in science, math, language arts, social studies, and technology. This is just one of our labs going on here. And finally, we are all very excited to meet you all today and learn about your environmental action projects. We did watch videos on many of the projects and they were fabulous. So we're excited to learn more about your projects today. So I will turn it back over to you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. So it's really nice to know where, where your school is located and it's also really nice to know where the students are joining us from. So thank you again for this opportunity. So I believe I will go straight into our presentation because we do not want to waste our time. I would go straight into the presentation. So the first school on our list is Government Day Secondary School in Nigeria. Please let me know if you are here right now. If you are, please, you can unmute and say hi so that I can start sharing the screen. Government Day Secondary School in Nigeria. Yeah. Okay, if Government Day Secondary School is not here at the moment, we would go to the next school, which is Asifiwa Institute in Congo. Please let me know if you are here on the call.
Yeah, already we are here.
Okay, okay, very well. Thank you very much. So I will share your
Yeah.
screen now and then your students can start your presentation. Thank you very much. If you want me to, when you want me to move the slide, just call my attention to that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, of course. May I start?
Yes, yes, you may.
Yeah, thank you so much for being just with our change maker as I am. And first, Iliosa, led the team member of my team, I can say, and others don't get opportunity and opportunity to take a part given. So we had a class today then. I take this time out just to be here alone, but I want to present a project. I guess you are. Do you hear me well?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much. First of all, as I said, I'm the lead team of Recycling for the Planet project, which is a ecology project that use technology for environment interested and biodiversity in the Republic and Democratic Republic of Congo. First, yeah, our project is called Recycling for the Planet. And the problem that we really to address is the pollution from plastic bottles in damaging the environment and biodiversity in Democratic Republic of Congo. Then the solution that we propose is what? Our solution consists to transform was borrowed plastic in 3D filament printing. How it works, we just first of all we collect the waste barrels, we clean them. After cleaning all barrel waste that we'll use, we cut it in fiber, okay? We cut it in fiber to have a fiber of a barrel that we want to transform in 3D printing in 3D filament. And after cutting in the fiber that we will use, and we also we might first the machine, a recreator machine that I can it's what I can call it. The machine that you build allow us to transform. So maybe you can you know
Should I move to the next slide?
yeah, of course. Yes,
Okay, this one.
yeah, of course, this one. Okay, as I said, we built a machine called the Recreator. This machine will allow us to transform, borrow the fiber that we already cut into 3D filament printer. Then, and maybe there is some picture that will show how we cut the first of all we cut the barrel in fiber. We use and thanks our machine that we built will allow us to have 3D print 3D to have filament and filament in the end we had also a 3D printer. 3D printer is a machine that's allowed to printer to print plastic objects, okay? And we use the filament that we produce with this 3D printer. By the end, we produce some caps that we had on our plan. We produce some caps. Yeah, that's we first of all we didn't produce a lot of that we expected, but we just make ourselves to produce something as just a cut, a cut. Yeah, that's all about this slide. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are
This
pictures.
one. Yeah. Also.
So please, could you just wrap up? You have about 2 minutes, so just wrap up with the last slide. Thank you.
Yeah. Leaning point. May I talk about this one? You read? Sweet.
Yes.
Okay, of course. Okay. So by the end of the project, first it was a learning project. There's something that we really learned for this project first, as in the process by transforming and building the object that we had has the caps and other object. We need first some lessons to have to learn. We had something to learn first before making those things. Then during this project we have learned, yeah, a lot of things I can say. First, we learn about how to design, because before, so I've forgotten something. Before printing by using a 3D printer, we need to build to build the object that you want to create through a software. Okay, and we learn also how to use this software by building the object that want to print. Also, we learn also to how to build this machine that we created. It is so hard for us. Yeah, there's something a lot that we have learned through this project, and also how to
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Okay.
So well done to you and to the student team. It was a really wonderful project. Are there any questions for Ellie? Are there any questions concerning the project? I would like to take 2 questions from any of the schools concerning his project, please. Okay, so Ellie, we have a question. We have a question from Sherry, and she's asking, was it difficult to cut the filament? So you have roughly 30 seconds to please answer this question. So in the process of cutting, was it difficult for you, for your students?
To do what? To cost?
Was it difficult to cut the filaments?
Yeah, so it was just a bit difficult, but as we knew this project before, and we thought about it before, we had this directly some solutions to continue to carry on with the next step of the project.
Okay, Sherry has another question. She said, what did you do to the remaining 3/4 of the bottles you collected? What did you do with the remainder of the plastic bottles you collected? Because you said you were only able to recycle about 1/4 of it. So what happened to the rest of the plastic bottles?
Okay, thank you. Okay, the rest of the plastic, we keep it because our project is not down. Is a project that we will carry on with, given so it's not yet about the Green Goal Africa that we work on this project. No, that we'll carry on with the project and still transforming, recycling other waste plastic bottle.
Okay. Okay, we still actually have more questions from Sherry. She's asking, how long did it take you to make the filaments from the bottles? Like, did you measure the time it took you to make the filaments from the bottles?
Ah, okay. To how long did you it take? Okay, is it not take a lot of time. That I don't know if actual or other schools will had some view on a video that we had, and that illustrates how it works. Then just after cutting the after cutting the barrel in the fiber, okay, directly we pass it in our machine. It's not take a lot of time that we pass it in the machine that we built, and after we roll it on something that after will it will not take a lot of time. I can say that it was a little process, but if we it requires us to make a lot of filament, then yeah, it take a long time because we need it depends on how many filaments we need.
Okay, all right. So this will be the last question for you now. So the cups you made, were they durable? Like, do they last long? Are they able to serve the purpose for which you made them, the cups?
The cups.
Yes.
You say what, please?
Were the cups durable? Like, are they able to last long?
Yeah, of course, because it depends also the quality of filament that we use, and given we use directly a barrel plastic direct by transforming in filaments, the caps that we put will resist for long. If just we need yeah, we need to retransform it again, maybe in the after time, but it depends on us. But it's it's so
Okay.
long to work.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Ali. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation.
Yeah.
I would like to know if African Child College, if they are on this call right now, because they are up for their presentation. African Child College, please let me know if you're here on this call so I can start sharing my screen. Please check if they're here. Is there any representative? Yes, I can see John Akobi. Okay, so if African Child is not set to present now, I believe the next school should be George Green. George Green Secondary School. Are you here now? George Green Secondary School, are you here now? So we may start presenting for you. Okay. Okay, that should be George Green. Although I was supposed to present, but please, you can carry on then.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
My name is
Please,
Garama.
please, you have 5 minutes for your presentation, please. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Garamosi Excel Okoninfo, and I'm the second in command to the team leader of this team. And here is my team leader. For this project, as you can see, this is our team. This is our team picture.
Sorry. Would you rather that I share my screen because your presentation is not, I don't think it's appearing as it should. So I
Okay,
think I should just share instead. I have your
no
presentation
problem.
here. All right. So
No
please stop
problem.
sharing so that I can do that for you.
Okay.
Okay, so let me know once you can see my screen, okay?
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, then you may go on now.
First slide, please. Now, good morning, everyone. My name is Daramasi Excel Okoinfo. This is our team picture for the project for the smart waste segregator. So, third slide. The next slide. And growing the waste management challenge, growing waste generation. This one is just talking about the is talking about the increase in population growth and how refuse has increased in the societies nowadays, and then need for automation. Need for automation. We need to segregate waste in our societies so that it will not cause harm to the environment, and it will stop and it should stop the growing of contaminants. Next slide, please.
Okay.
Understanding 4 degrees of freedom robotic arms. What's the meaning of 4 degrees of freedom? 4 degrees of freedom is the 4 independent axes rotating like your arm, just like your arm. It has 4 degrees of movement. And then application in automation. This one is just the project. The programming of this one is just for us to get the actual value and the axis at which the waste are segregated. So if it wants to be segregated into liquid, plastic, paper, or nylon, it will be done so with the 4 degrees of freedom. Next slide, please.
Okay.
Yeah. The types of waste that our machines segregate are organic, hazardous, and some special waste. The human error there is that reliance on the human errors. The reliance on the human error will cause some problems that might not be easy for proper segregation of the waste. Inefficient of traditional methods. The existence of traditional methods is not good for segregating our waste. Reason being that it causes some significant error during segregation. Then the environmental impact. The environmental impact that segregation causes, the improper segregation causes is that it leads to air pollution in the environment, which is harmful to the environment and the country at large. Next slide.
Now, we have the overview of the solution, the description of the robotic arm. The description of the robotic arm has grippers and sensors in which the arm is able to rotate and separate waste directly. And then at 360-degree, we have the 360-degree rotator, we have the 90-degree rotator, we have the 180-degree rotator, and then integration with waste management systems. We have the robotic arm that can do work to any extent. It's just for the separation of waste. Next slide, please. Now, these are the pictures of when we were of the 4 degrees of freedom robotic arm. So, next slide. And then the segregation accuracy. The segregation of the 4 degrees of freedom robotic arm is, the segregation accuracy is 100%. And then the efficiency metrics, the efficiency metrics is good and excellent. cost effectiveness analysis. It's reduced lower cost or no cost at all. And then feedback from pilot operation. You can use it anytime, any day. Next slide. We have the technical challenges. We have our calibration, our sensor calibration, software debugging, and problem solving approaches. So this problem, we faced a lot of challenges while trying to build this robotic arm, with the sensor calibration, the software debugging, and then problem solving approaches. And then the limitation of the 4th degree of freedom robotic arms. We have to identify the physical limitations of the 4th degree of robotic arm, in the sense that it cannot work without network being used. And then adaptability issues. We have to ensure that the robotic arm can adapt to various waste types, and then extensive testing and tuning of algorithms will make this 4th degree of freedom robotic arm useful enough. Next slide. Next slide. Future directions, enhances and innovations, potential improvements. We have to further refine the mechanical design and then increase sorting capabilities across diverse waste streams. Incorporating AI. We have to integrate our artificial intelligence, optimizing sorting techniques and improving throughput, and then expanding. Let me expatiate on this throughput. Throughput is like doing works doing work seamlessly without complaining or without delay. And then expanding capabilities, we have to explore the multi-arm configurations, and then flexibility, increasing sorting efficiency. Next slide, ma'am.
Okay, please, could you just round up in 30 seconds, please? Thank you very much.
Okay, ma'am.
So thank you for that notification. And to conclude everything we're saying, we say that robotic arm has been able to efficiently reduce waste in our society here in Nigeria, as we've been using it as experiments for everything. We're saying that when we are dumping too much waste in a particular place, with that robotic arm, we can be able to segregate easy recycling, as in our paper, lining, and waste, which our machine will be able to discover. So the future recommendation for this project is that we should tell like all those industries in China and the rest who are like AI industries to take on a project like this, or a project from this type of body, and to help the whole world reduce our waste, because our massive landfills is enough land to build houses for a population, for a nation. And from that, the importance of automatic waste management is that landfills will be reduced worldwide. As you could see that landfills nowadays worldwide is more than enough to build estates that could accommodate lots of people worldwide. So the importance of this is that as we are building this automatic robot arm, we will be able to reduce waste, landfills, water pollution through plastic bottles and so on. And by that, we will increase our recycle rate worldwide also. And with that, I want to say thank you for the time you're giving to us, able to represent our project. Thank you, man. God bless you. Please, do you have any question for us?
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. This is question answer session. If you have any question for George Green School, please you can unmute and say, or you can drop it in the chat box. Are there any questions for the students? And of course, well done for your project and your presentation. That was remarkable indeed. Very, very remarkable. Okay, We have a question from Ellie, and he's asking, how much waste can your robot handle? So I think there are 3 questions there. So I'll ask the first one. It says, how much of this waste can your robots handle? Is there maybe a quantifiable amount?
No, there is no quantifiable amount our robots can handle. The limitation to the handling of waste of our robotic arm is limitless. So that one is unlimited. It can handle every waste.
Oh, wow, that's impressive. Okay. So he's also asking, is your robot able to detect different types of waste?
No, it cannot detect it cannot detect.
Oh, I think we lost them for a bit. I hope they're able to join back. I think we lost them for a bit. If they're able to join, we would definitely ask them this question again. Otherwise, we would send these questions to them, and when they send us back the answers, we would try to, distribute it to you all. Okay, Sherry is also asking how many robots they were able to build. So when they come back, we'll give them time to also answer their question. So I don't know, African Child College, are you in now? John, I can see John. I don't know, are you in now? Okay, I can see Hamza raising his hand. Is there something you'd like to say? Okay, give me a minute so I can unmute you. Please, you have, try to unmute. I think you're muted. Try to unmute and speak. Just in 30 seconds, please.
Okay, thank you for giving me this chance to join this meeting. As I have told you last time, that I represent my school because my school is okay. And I'm sorry for joining the meeting late because I have attended an sensitization and I have told you yesterday. So far so good. By hearing this robotic using artificial intelligence for recycling, I catch it at the end because I know here the first step. So at least after the meeting, I would like to have a summary of this first step so that I can be able to narrate my students how they can cope with it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Hamza, for that. I will definitely visit back to the school and students so we can see possible way of replication and also collaboration with your school. All right, thank you very much. So, okay, so African Child College, please, if you are here, could you kindly unmute so we can present your slides? African Child College. If African Child College is not set, what about Federal Government College in Nigeria? Are you set for your presentation? I'm so sorry about this.
Good day,
Okay,
everyone.
Yeah, hello. Okay, FGC. All right, let me share your screen right now. Welcome. Nice to see you all.
What is this link?
All right, so Federal Government College, your screen is up. Please, you have 5 minutes for your presentation. You may start now.
Good day, everyone. We are the Innovative Minds team from Federal Government College, Gumosho, and we have worked on the EcoHeroes initiative project, where we recycle plastic bottles into interlock blocks. Here are some pictures we took during the collection of bottles and during one of our meetings. Next. These are the problems we hope to solve using our interlock blocks. First of all, we have landfills. If we look through our environment, we can see that there are a lot of waste products such as plastic plates, which we hope to eliminate using our interlock. Because when these wastes are burned, they release a kind
I'm
of
so
chemical.
sorry, FGC. Could you take it slowly, please? So
Okay.
that everybody could hear you.
Okay, ma'am. When we burn this waste, they release a chemical substance which affect our ozone layer and causes climate change and environmental pollution. Because these plastics, they are non-biodegradable substances, which means they cannot decay and produce manure for our soil. Okay. So here are the solutions projects proposals in solving these problems listed earlier. First of all, promotion of recycling. This project is basically focused on recycling of plastic waste into interlocks. And next, into interlocks, which will reduce the amount of landfill and in turn reduce climate change. And also, we've involved ourselves in public awareness and education. During the project, we made sure that we enlighten students about the project and how they can also use waste products to form other relevant substances in the environment.
Next.
Okay.
Here are the processes of making the interlocks. First, we collect the waste plastics from the school environment, after which we clean them and cut them with scissors to make it easier to melt. We melt the plastics, and after some time, we mix it with sand and pour it in the mold. We compact the mixture to give it a perfect shape and allow it to cool and solidify, after which we demold it and smoothen it.
Next.
Okay. Just a minute.
After thorough collection and counting, we finally gotten that 17 bottles of plastic waste make one interlock, which in total makes 700 bottles to allow 700 bottles to make 10 interlocks.
See next.
Next. These are the pictures which portray the processes involved in the production of the interlocks with the plastic waste. First of all, we, the innovative minds, come together to share our plans in the production of the interlocks from our plastic waste. Moving forward, we have the collection of the plastic waste, which is stored in a place we call the plastic arena. Further, this is the shredding and sorting process, in which the bottles are cut into smaller bits to enable for easy melting. Furthermore, this is the melting process, in which the bottles are then melted into liquids, in which definite amounts of sand is then added to it to increase the texture of the product, which is the interlock. Further, this is a process in which the liquid plastic are then poured into molds to give it the desired shape we want. Which leads us to our last process, the cooling and the solidifying, in which the interlocks in the molds in the interlock molds are allowed to solidify before they give us our final product, which is the interlock.
Next. Lessons from the implementation process. These are the things we learned during the project. Firstly, environmental responsibility. This makes us responsible in the sense that we take responsibility of clearing the areas that are polluted with the plastics, thereby solving the problem of environmental pollution. Next, innovation and creativity. This project cannot be taught in the classroom. This project cannot be taught in the classroom, so it is part of creativity, and that can lead to us having more innovative ideas. Practical application of the knowledge. We carried out this project ourselves, so we can't forget what we did. So if any of us is asked to carry it out, we can do it without any help. Teamwork and collaboration. Being part of the innovative minds team, we have been able to work together. Even though we are from different families, places, and classes, we also practice division of labor, value creation. These plastics have no valuable use to the society, so we have placed value on it by recycling it into more useful and relevant materials to the society, which are useful to the whole society.
Look, in the future, we look forward to some improvements concerning this our project. First of all, the use of advanced shredders and grinders, which will substitute the use of scissors in cutting the plastics into bits. And plus, the use of these advanced shredders and grinders will help in cutting the plastics into smaller bits, which will enable easy and faster melting. Next, we have the temperature controlled melting process. When we have this, we'll be able to regulate the heat at which we are melting the plastics, and also we'll be able to take records of the temperature in which we used to melt the plastics. Furthermore, we have automation of the mixing process. The use of an automated mixing process will allow us to reduce stress, because during the project, we made use of rods to turn the molten form of the plastics with the sand. But then when we have an automated way of mixing the plastics with the sand, it will be a whole lot easier and it will save time. And lastly, we look forward to the incorporation of quality control measure, which will enable us to know the definite amount of sand to add to a definite amount of plastic, melted plastic. Thank you for listening. Next.
All right, thank you very much, students of FGC.
Thank you.
Your project is definitely a wonderful one. So are there any questions or comments for the school, for the students? I think we'll take that now. So I'll just stop sharing so that I can see if there are any questions.
Your project is interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so a question from Abosede says, can your bricks be used to make an oven?
Of course.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it can.
Your bricks can be used to make, okay, all right. Your bricks can be used to make an oven. Oh, that's nice. That's impressive. Okay, so Sherry is also asking, how long does it take to make a brick? How long does it take to make a single brick?
Okay, during the project, we didn't actually take note of time, but then with the equipment we had at that time, it actually took about, let's say, 30 minutes to make one brick.
Oh, okay. So that's great. So roughly about 30 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's but well for future project, you should at least try to measure these things to know like how many minutes or how many hours it take you to melt or to mold a brick. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to look out for more questions for you. All right, so Sherry is also asking, could you restate how many plastic bottles did it take you to make one brick, just one brick?
70 plastic bottles.
Oh, so a whole 70 plastic bottles can make only one brick.
Yes.
Wow, okay. That's good. All right, so a question comes from Ellie. All right, so he's asking about, when you were melting the plastic, you were doing it on the fire and there was smoke coming out. So he's asking, don't you think that this would also, create danger, air pollution in the environment? What do you think about it? And I'll add my question, is there maybe an alternative way that you can melt these bottles without having to use open fire?
Okay, as I've said earlier, in the future improvements that we look forward to a temperature controlled melting process. But due to the funds that we got, that was what we were able to use to produce the bricks we had to produce.
Oh, okay. All right. That's great. That's a great improvement. So there are more questions for you.
Answer your question.
All right. So another question says, were you only able to use plastic bottles? What about plastic bags? You are in Nigeria. Did you use maybe pure water sachets? Did you use that, or was
No.
Okay, it was completely plastic bottles.
Yes.
Okay. Please, this will be the last question. because of time. So how many cups of sand did you use to make a bricks? How many cups did you measure the sand
Okay.
that you mixed with the?
Okay, I also said earlier that we're also looking forward to an incorporated measure of like incorporation of quality control. So during the project, we just used our discretion to add sand to the melting process.
Oh, okay, that's good. So we look forward to, the improvements and the additions to your project. So like I said, well done, thumbs up, and all the best to you. So thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so African Child College, are you set now? I would like to present your PowerPoint slide. If you are, please unmute and just say hi. African Child College, Abuja, Nigeria. African Child, please, if you are here, could you unmute? Could you say hi? Okay, no. All right, what about our students from Calvary Arrows? I can see African Child, but
I think we could call Federal Government College.
oh, Federal Government College just presented now.
My bad, Government Day, Afikio, sorry. So sorry.
Okay, all right.
Government
So
Day,
Government
Afikio.
Day, are you here? Are you set now? Government Day, if you are here, please just unmute and say hi so I can start sharing your screen. Thank you. No, what about Kapsokoni? Kapsokoni boys, Kenya, are you here? I do not think so. Okay, while we are waiting for them, like I said, so all these questions that have been asked, we will try to gather them together and send them to the schools in charge. And then they will, provide us detailed answers. And then I believe we have your emails. We would send the responses to you all via email so you can, you can have more details about the projects.
Hello, government secondary school is on.
Sorry, Eze, are you speaking?
Yeah, government secondary school.
Oh, Government Day Secondary School. Okay, could you please increase I don't know, your mic or something? We can barely hear you.
Okay, it's from our mic. We are using
Yes, I
external
think,
mic.
I don't know, but I can barely hear you.
Okay, okay.
And if you can, could you please turn on your video so we can see you and your students? It would be really nice to, know to see the students as they speak. So while you sort out your mic, let me start sharing your screen. Government Day Secondary. All right, I can see your students. All right, Government Day Secondary School. You may take it up from here. Oh, just a minute. Please, you have only 5 minutes for your presentation.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but could you please increase your volume?
It's from the laptop that we are using. It's from the laptop that we are using. So
Okay, I think I can hear you now. Okay, maybe you could come closer to the mic, where the mic is on the laptop. If you could come closer and speak.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, we are government secondary school, Afibo. And our project is biogas, installation of biogas for effective cooking at home. Now, if you look at the picture there, these are members of the biogas team during our installation process. Biogas, as we know, is a system that produces a cooking gas or a gas that can be used to produce electricity using organic waste. That is waste from home, waste from waste from living things, whether plant or animal waste. Now, the problem that we are trying to solve, the high cost of energy. We are also trying to solve the deforestation cases that we constantly see in our environment, as well as poor waste management. And the solution that we are using to solve this problem, we design and install biogas biodigester for production of biogas. We were able to do is to design the size of biodigester. We go gas because we already have 1 cubic meter of gas back, so it produces at least 1 cubic meter of gas every day, which can be used in cooking, and that can serve you for like 1 to 2. If we increase the capacity of our gas bag, we can have up to 4 to 5 cubic meter of gas every day, and that can serve us for like 3 to 4 hours every day. That means in a day we will end up not even buying gas. We end up saving a whole lot of money. When you now multiply it in a month, you see how much you will be saving in a month. Now, the project, what we were able to do, our project steps, we were able to, first of all, we were able to choose our location, that is our site, where we planted that our biodigester. We gathered all necessary materials and equipment.
Sorry, may I cut you, please? Could one of your students at least make a presentation? Like, this presentation is actually for the students. So I don't know, maybe if you prepare them for it so that they can take up the presentation instead, please.
Okay. So the biogas leader who is supposed to be here just graduated, so he didn't make it. But the second leader will present.
Okay, please. Yes, that's better, please. You can go on. But please try also to, rush up with your presentation. We're already running short of time. You can go on now.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone.
I don't know. Please, could you speak a little louder?
Biogas is a maintained plant from biological waste. Biogas is a maintained from process of learning. First of all, our team choose an appropriate location in the school for setting up a small biogas digester. Secondly, we gathered all necessary materials and equipment for constructing the digester, including the digester of gas storage unit. Our team involved in the process of building it. Our team members were assigned to monitor the digester behavior at least storage unit and output. Last, our team presented their findings and learning out of through presentation, reports, or exhibition. Thank you.
Okay. Currently, can you hear me? Currently, what the issue that we face?
First off, we empower the president to their hands on device installation. Secondly, the student engagement project led to the sensitization of 500 students of technology. Concerning environmental outcomes, it led to the reduction of waste and climate change and reducing the dependence on oil. But buys and alternative
Mr.
energy
Eze,
for
good afternoon. I'm sorry to have to cut you short. I personally am struggling to hear what is being said, and other people on the call are also struggling. If it's possible to please move the speaker close to the device so they could speak directly into the audio. Preferably, they could also sit in front. I think for now it's fine that we see only the face of the person presenting. We could say hi to the handsome faces later on after the presentation.
Okay. Yeah. Can you speak into the mic, please? Now,
School so that you would find the best.
okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think my voice is very much.
Princess, is the audio better?
I don't think so. No, it's not.
Okay. From our project, we've been able to empower 255 students with hands-on experience. That was during the project. Now, but we are currently facing an issue, and that is the issue of gas leakage. Up till now, we've not been able to produce the gas due to the issue of gas leakage, because biogas is a super sensitive gas that you have to be very careful with, especially during your installation.
Sadly, I think we lost them. I think they are still having connection issues. So I will just stop sharing now. When they join us again, I will give them roughly 2 minutes just to, wrap up with your presentation. So Calvary Arrows, are you here now? If you are, please just unmute and say hi so I can start sharing your screen. Calvary Arrows, please. What about African Child College? African Child, I've been seeing your teacher, but African Child, if you're here, please say hi. African Child, Cavalry Arrows, anyone? What about Kapsokoni Boys in Kenya? All right. Since we do not have them here, I would like to give this time to Nixon from Ribe Boys. Nixon, if you are here and you're ready to present with your students, please say hi. Nixon from Ribe Boys High School in Kenya.
Hi.
All right, thank you very much. So I will just share my screen right now, so you can go on with your presentation. So, but before I share my screen, I just want to give a little background. So Ribe Boys are one of the schools that participated in our teaching on climate and justice events. And so they would, the students would just be giving us an overview of their teaching event, what they did, and everything about that. So I will share my screen now. So tell me when you can see my screen.
I can see it.
Okay. All right. Let me just, sorry, give me a minute, please. Okay. All right. I think you can go on now. Thank you very much.
So my name is Thomas Jacob. I'm a student from Ribe Boys High School in Kilifi, Kenya, and I'm ready to present. We are talking about climate change, and as we all know, climate change is the variation of the atmospheric conditions of a given place caused by human and natural factors. So human causes of climate change: burning of fossil fuels in form of coal, petrol in vehicles, rockets, electricity generators, which causes 65% of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And also clearing of natural vegetation, e.g. deforestation. This causes destruction of the ozone layer. Also, industrial and agricultural developments. This helps us when we grow trees. It helps us to contribute to the environment and also the climate, which also stops the global warming. Also, the chlorofluorocarbons, also known as the CFCs. Yeah. Also, then moving on to our second point is effects of climate change, rising of temperatures, which when temperatures rises, the ozone layer may collapse, leading to direct radiation from the sun, which may cause other diseases, such as skin diseases and other ones. Increased rainfall. The agricultural people may benefit from the rainfall, and planting of trees may occur. Increase in pests and diseases, and which affect human beings and animals. Increase in pests and diseases may reduce the quality of animal products, and human beings may be affected by disease by making human beings vulnerable to diseases. Then we go to on disruption of natural ecosystem. Through adaptation of extinction of plants and animal species due to insufficient water, which leads to drought, and we have expansion of deserts and shrinking of forested areas. This causes desertification, which may lead to soil erosion and exposing the land to other agents of soil erosion. Next. Solution to climate change in the world. The use of alternative energy such as wind turbines, solar panels, and hydroelectric power. And we also have installation of energy efficiency devices such as solar panels and efficiency light bulbs and biodegradable products. Also have reduction of carbon footprints through use of public transport, bicycles, and electric cars. This helps us to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide in the air, destroying the ozone layer. nature-based solutions such as afforestation and reforestation. When we grow trees, it helps us to maintain the climate in our world. Next. So we have in our school compound, we installed dustbins, which helps us in the proper disposal of waste products, which we may not have to burn them to cause carbon dioxide emission. And we have recycling of plastics and non-degradable materials. We don't burn plastics because when we burn, it shall affect the plants which purify animals' air and our air which we breathe. And also we grew trees and flowers which purify our air we breathe. Next. So in our school, we did the Amani Club. We did the debating for the climate change, and it helped most of us do it. It helped most of us and most schools went and practiced the project, and it helped them a lot. People from around Kenya are now practicing this stuff, and it's helping them a lot because when we visited their schools, most of them were not in good condition. So when they came to our school, we helped them, and their school is now properly looking, and the garbage is no longer there.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, student from Ribe Boys. It's really nice to hear again what you did during the teaching. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. I will stop sharing now. Is there any question for the students? I think I should just take one question for them. Is there a question about their teaching? They talked about climate change and climate justice. If there's a question, please. And also, I'd like to draw our attention to the chat box. Please, if you are here, please, could you head over to the chat box? We have a feedback form that we developed. We just want to, gather your feedback about this event. So please, we want all the teachers to fill the form. Please, both teachers, and even if you are not a teacher, but as long as you are here in this workshop, could you please fill the feedback form? We just simply want to, get your feedback and comments concerning the workshop. I want to know how many students are here, how many teachers. We just want to gather, all this information. So please, before you leave, before we round up, please just take your time to fill the form. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you. Sherry is saying that she's very impressed with all the projects. Thank you very much, Sherry. So because we are out of time, I will just call the schools one last time. And if they are not here, I think that will be all. African Child College, are you here? Are you ready for your presentation? If you are, please say hi. I don't think so. All right. What about Kapsokoni Boys? If you are here, please say hi. I don't think so. What about Best Intellectual School? If you are here, please say hi.
Hi.
Hi. All right. Best Intellectual School, I believe. All right. I would start sharing now. Please, you have only 5 minutes for your presentation. If you can do that, even less than that, we'll be very happy. So I'll start sharing your screen right now. When you can see my screen, then you can go on with your presentation. Your time starts now.
Good day, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. This is a Recycle for Sustainability team located in Aba, in the outskirts of Aba, of course. So it's made up of a group of 5 students, high school students, who came up to recycle trash that litter our surroundings into useful items. So they are going to explain the reason behind their initiative. Let them take turns.
Yes, hi, my name is Miracle. Our project, Recycling for Sustainability, is a young-led initiative that recycles trash that litter our environment into useful things like solar-powered lanterns, toys, and fans. The reason behind this initiative is because our community is almost buried in trash, and we lack access to social amenities like adequate electricity. And some of these trash end up in our only river. And we saw this as a problem, so we decided to take action. We did this by recycling the recyclable ones into useful items. To benefit members of our community, we also saw the need to address global challenges, which is climate change, by making prototypes first, a sustainable city through which we educate members of our community on how to live sustainably. We equally challenge the aviation industry and ship production companies to make their products sustainable through making prototypes of a sustainable solar powered lanterns, ships, and airplane.
To the next one.
Next slide.
It's not the next
The
slide.
next one is over there. Yeah.
Is this not the next
Next
slide?
please. Yeah, next slide, please. What is it?
This one? Is the slide changing?
Yeah. Project outcome, yeah.
Yeah.
So we are able to empower over 50 households in our community with our solar lanterns and our fans. And also we are able to distribute about 20 toy cars to children in our community.
Next.
Yeah, so these are some of the pictures that we took while implementing the project. As you can see, the first one is the image of the sustainable city we created, the prototype, and we can see the farm, the solar panels, and the solar lanterns, and our huge airplane that we made, and also the process we took while making the plane, and also our solar panels. So next slide. So we learned the importance of recycling trash in our community, and we also learned that we as youth can contribute to fighting climate change in our own little ways. And we also learned that our actions that we take can affect the environment either positively or negatively. And we also learned that all our hands should be on deck in fighting climate change.
Yes. Next slide, please.
So
Yeah,
that
thank you. We
All
are
right,
so
thank you very
grateful.
much. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, students of Best Intellectual School. That was an amazing project. You were able to do both aircraft, an airplane, toys, fan. That is very impressive. So thank you very much for your presentation. I will stop sharing now. Please, if there are any questions for the students, you could unmute and ask your question, or you can drop them in the chat. Do you have any questions for the students? While we are waiting for questions, I would like to know if Cavalry Arrows, if they are here right now, or otherwise. Okay, where are we? All right, so Sherry is asking, how long did it take to make these products? So you made an airplane, you made fun, you made toys. How long did it take you to make each of these materials, each of these products?
It took up to 2 months to make these
2 months?
products. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 2 months. Wow, that's great. But what about the particular product? So let's say, for example, how long did it take you to make just the fan? Maybe one fan.
Yeah, it didn't take much time, but we spent most of the time producing the solar plane, airplane.
But as for the
Okay.
fund, they can come up with one or two in a particular day.
Okay, okay. Wow. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your presentation. It was really nice to hear from you. I'm really proud of all the work you have done. All right, so thank you very much. So I would ask again, Calvary Arrows, are you here? I don't think so. So please, like I said, please try, we are pleading that you fill up the feedback form. Please just go to the chat box and you will see a feedback form. So please try to fill it in and try to fill it in, please, before you leave the meeting. I'm sending the link again in case you missed it. We simply just want to collect your feedback about the entire event. So I believe that will be all. That will be all the presentations that we have for today. Thank you very much to all the students for coming. Thank you all for the wonderful presentation. So I would like to give this time to Sherry if there's something that you'd like to add. Also, Dami, sorry, are you saying something?
Sorry, Princess, it's me. I see Calvary Arrows preparing their camera. If we could give them 5 minutes.
Okay, please just permit us for this last presentation. It will not take us more than 10 minutes and we'll be out of here. Calvary Arrows.
Sherry, please reserve your indulgence. We're sorry.
Calvary Arrows, please, if you are said, just unmute and say hi so we can. Hi. Did they just say hi? Oh, Calvary Arrows, hi. But I can barely hear you. Could you try to, I don't know, maybe even move closer? Calvary Arrows from Benue State. Impressive. A large part of me is in Benue State, so I'm really happy for this project. All right, Calvary Arrows, your time starts now. You have only 5 minutes for your presentation. You can go on now. I'm so sorry, we cannot hear you. I don't know for others, but I personally can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Princess. Yes, I can hear you.
From wherever you're watching from, we are the EcoHeroes EcoHeroes team from Boko, Benue State, Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, for our project to commence, we needed to acquire some technical skills for the project, and that was what the previous slide just showed. So our project talks about a low-cost renewable energy system. We have looked around, we have sat down, we have brainstormed, and we discovered that we are having a problem of power in our country, and it's quite enormous and affects all strata of the economy. So we have come up with a project that seeks to create a low-cost renewable energy system that will need the means of the power outage around the area where our school is situated. So the project is the design and the construction of a low-cost solar energy system to cater for the increasing need for power in our school. Next slide, please. Okay, so the process of our learning project, we divided ourselves into 7 streams, and we sat down and we identified the current problems within our existing ecosystem. Then we went straight to the problem identification and intervention schematic. We decided on which specific area do we need to work with, and we discovered that the most pressing need of the area around us was the need of power, because we are cut off from the power grid outage. So we implemented this project together with the help of the instructor to bring out a suitable solution. Next slide.
Project is the solar power.
Sorry, we cannot hear you. I'm so sorry.
What we do is a solar power generator, and it's of immense benefit to our host community, which is quite rural and suffers from power grid outage. It helps the community reducing total dependence on power from the main energy grid. It provides a low cost, minimal maintenance power source for lighting, which enables charging of phones, computers, and basic electronics. The cost of our system is low, which makes it affordable for almost everyone. The maximum cost of our system is 300,000. It reduces our total dependence on fuel, which is now very expensive.
I'm so sorry. I really cannot hear you at all.
Now,
No.
now,
Well, it's a little better. So if you could just, amplify your voice. You may go on. Let's see if we can hear you.
it reduces our total dependence on fuel, which is now expensive. And an average small-scale business uses 5 liters of fuel per day, which is about 6,000 naira now. And for throughout the year, it ended up being 1.8 million. And our solar system is only 300,000 naira, which makes it very affordable for any small-scale business, and also reduce the cost they have to spend. Our solar system, which we developed, is also very portable, compact, and can easily be moved out for small-scale businesses that might want to move to other locations. Our project is also very environment friendly. It doesn't give out any harmful substances that will deplete the ozone layer or cause climate change or cause pollution in any form.
Okay.
This section was the section of the three. In this previous slide,
Previous.
this section of the previous slide,
What?
previous slide. So this section was the section in which we did a solar charge controller. So they were in the solar charge controller, there was a solar panel, there was an IRF 540 MOSFET, and there was a microcontroller. So the MOSFET is a metallic oxide FET transistor, which is a solid state switch, which will help us in the switching and charging of our battery. So it was connected to the microcontroller, and the Arduino did the controlling of the charging of the battery. And so since our microcontroller can only read 5 volts, the voltage divider circuit was used to actually get that value for the battery, since the solar panel for 5. So we also made ports for, let's say, phone charges using a DC regulator. For phones, we know that phones use 5 volts to charge, so we use the 5 volt DC regulator. And laptops, so we use DC to DC converter to convert it to 19 volts, so that our laptops will be able to charge. And that is for the charge controller.
All right, so please, could you wrap up in 2 minutes or less, because we are already running very late. So please, could you just try to, be fast? Thank you.
solar system that we developed, we use the Arduino platform, which contains both the programming for the system and the software design which we use fitting for. Next slide. Here we're developing the software for programming of the system. Next slide. Here, different groups are giving presentations on the different things they have brainstormed on, what they have come up with, what they have developed. Next slide, please. Start step. Connect our components using the Arduino board and the breadboard. Next slide, please. Next slide. Learned some points, and we learned a lot of things. We learned how to think critically and to solve problems that are around us. We learned how to work as a team and to adjust change. We learned how to have empathy for the plight of others, and we learned also how to have a solution-based mindset. We learned how to use the microcontroller, the Arduino, the AutoCAD, the workpiece for simulation, and the C++. The whole training was very exciting and it was very exploring. Thank you. Next slide, please. How do we intend to improve our learning project? We intend to add other interfaces for inverters to be used through our system. Our project is subject to several iterations for improvement. We plan to take a step further to mass produce our work. Our desire is to improve on the system for high capability. Next slide. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, students from Calvary Arrows. It's really great to hear of the great work you're doing. Okay, so are there any questions for the students from Calvary Arrows? Like I said, well done. If there are any questions, please, could we ask now? Any questions for students from Calvary Arrows? Okay, I cannot see any question in the chat and I cannot see any hands raised. But like I said, well done to you, well done to the students. You did a very great job and we are very thankful to you for attending our workshop today. Thank you. So like I said, please, before you leave the workshop, please, could you just fill up the feedback form? Oh, I think I just saw a question. I just saw a question from Ellie. He's asking the output current of the microcontroller. Okay, he's asking if the output current of the microcontroller was causing any problems maybe during your projects. Was there any problem? Please just answer this question in 30 seconds. Thank you.
So actually the maximum voltage for the microcontroller was 5 volts, and the MOSFET was there to take care of it, and the Arduino was actually controlling the MOSFET, so there was no problem, there was no issue.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sherry is asking, how many power did the solar panel generate? Did you measure maybe the volts or what?
The voltage for the solar panel was 22 volts and the power was 175 watts, which is enough to power the small scale businesses.
Oh, wow. Impressive. Nice. All right. Thank you very much. That will be all for students from Calvary Arrows. Thank you. So I believe we have come to the end of the workshop for today. I would like to thank all of you for joining. But before then, let me give this time to Sherry to say one or two things. Sherry, please, if you can hear me.
Yes, our students would really like to thank you all for inviting us. We learned so much about your projects and your schools, and we love this exchange. So we're so happy we were able to participate again today. So thanks again for inviting us.
Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate you took out the time to attend the workshop, even as early as 8 a.m. your time. Thank you very much. So please, I would like to request everyone here to turn on your camera so we can turn on your video, please, so we can just take a screenshot of everybody present at the meeting. Please, if you are here, everybody, thank you very much. Yes, please, if you are here, please turn on your video. Richard Abosede, Excel. We would really love to see all our faces. Yes, thank you very much. Please, so that we can just take a quick screenshot and smile, say cheese. All right. Thank you all very much. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for your time. And to all the students who presented, well done and thumbs up. Your projects, they were all very, very remarkable, and we are really proud of you. And also to Ribe Boys from teaching, thank you very much for attending very much. So like I said, we will send the questions that you asked to the respective schools. And when they give us their responses, we will share it with you via email. And like I also said, please do not forget to fill in the feedback form, which is in the chat. Please fill up the form and provide all the details therein. Thank you very much once again. Damilola, I will hand over to you if you have anything to say. Thank you very much. That will be all from my end.
No, please, you could round up. Thank you.
All right, so I believe we've come to the end of the 2024 EcoHeroes Initiative Intercontinental Knowledge Sharing Workshop. Like I said, and I'll keep saying thank you, and thank you all for joining. So bye. See you again next time. Bye. Thank you.
You say bye. They're not. You say bye bye.
It's not done. Thank you for attending. Where's our attendance?